Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Ruffalo Reads. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's been a while, so thank you for sticking with me. A lot's been going on, as I'm sure a lot's been going on with all of you, but just personally, the last little bit of this year has been a struggle to say the least. So today I thought we could go over all the books that I read in November and talk about what I've been reading in December since I kind of missed that mark. So this is a mashup, if you will, and yeah, let's get into it. All right, so the first book I have to talk about is an absolute doozy, and that is White Lilies by Samantha Chrissy. Sorry if I got that wrong, it'll be up on the screen. Anyways, this book, I'll just start by saying, was a 4-star for me. It was absolutely bonkers though, and I would not necessarily recommend it just because of some choices. So in this one, our heroine starts the book off by just slut-shaming herself to the 9th degree, or whatever people say. Like, she is just calling herself a slut every other second. And I'm like, listen, girl, relax. Like, you're a young girl. So her friend's bright idea is to prevent her from falling into all these guys' bedrooms and to prevent her from keeping this bad cycle of like drinking and hooking up with random people is to become a surrogate, right? Yeah. Yes. So she does this for a close friend, and the husband absolutely is obsessed and loves his wife, but clearly has eyes for our heroine who is carrying his child. This book is wild. It takes you on the most unexpected, crazy, wild journey. You're gonna be probably upset at times, like outraged at times, think it's sweet at times. The level of angst in this was crazy. The wife situation and the fact that she has something going on that she's kind of keeping under wraps a little bit, and then we learn towards the end, and she ends up not being in a part of the picture, and her reasoning for certain things that she did regarding the hero and heroine of this were mind-boggling a bit. But was it like so enjoyable to read, and just the ridiculousness of it all? Yes. Absolutely. It was crazy. There was a scene where they're getting tattoos that was absolutely adorable, and there's like this whole bucket list scene kind of going on, and those are really sweet. Certain elements of it, like I said, are just absolutely bonkers. This is one of the weirdest books I've probably ever read. I've never read a book where the heroine is pregnant for the majority of the book, so that's unique. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. 4 stars, like I said. Not necessarily recommend, but if it's intriguing to you, then try it because it's a wild ride. So next up, we have one of my favorite tropes, the virgin heroine. And if you know me, you know that that's totally a joke. I literally cannot stand that trope. However, The Gift by Cassie Mint was a magical experience. And if you're looking for a steamy, sweet, Christmassy novella, then I would highly recommend this one because seriously, it was just the sweetest. So the hero is like down on himself, curmudgeon, kind of Scroogey type character. Like, he hides himself away because he's really depressed and like he had a bad childhood, I'm pretty sure. And our heroine is a male woman. So, you know, I can't go into it more than that, but because this is a novella, it's seriously so short, you could read it probably in 30 minutes. But this Cassie Mint really, really worked for me. Really worked for me. This and Thin Ice are my absolute favorites by her. And I would recommend this one because I don't think you can lose much by reading it if you hate it. But yeah, I think you have a real chance of loving it. So give it a try. Next up is one that hopefully a lot of you have been reading, and that is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. I can't remember where I originally saw this or if I just picked it up. But this, oh my God, guys, is one of the sweetest Christmas fucking romances I've ever read. I haven't loved a lot of Christmassy romances because they all kind of feel like bland and boring a little bit. This one though was so sweet. It was like a best friends to lovers. She owns a fucking Christmas tree farm. Stop. Like the mentions of hot chocolate and the setting is just beautiful. At one point they're kissing in the snow and it's just like, oh, so freaking sweet. So her Christmas tree farm is in danger. It's not doing that well financially. So she goes out on a limb, our main girl, I think her name's Stella, and applies kind of for this social media like competition and puts that she has a boyfriend and that her best friend is her boyfriend. She wins obviously, and this person's coming, so what do you know, they have to fake date. Oh, it's so cute. And I like that it wasn't over the top. And I like that it was kind of transparent in the fact that like, I knew you were faking this. Like, but it's you're faking it, but it's also like everybody can tell that you guys love each other and are into each other except for you guys. So it's just really sweet. The main guy is perfect. Stella, I love her. I love her friends. I need to read more in the series. There's like In the Weeds and Mixed Signals, I think, maybe. There's some other ones. I don't think they all revolve around Christmas, but just this one. Yeah, I highly recommend. So if you haven't yet read Love Light Farms, please go read it. Now we have to talk about one of my favorite reads, probably from this whole year, which is so wild. I feel like I keep saying that for this author, but that is Credence from Penelope Douglas. Obviously tagged a lot of it. You guys probably already know all about this. It's between a girl and her step uncle and step cousins. And she only ends up with one. They live in like this secluded cabin in the woods. It's like even secluded from the town that's down below. Like when there's blizzards and stuff, you can't even get up there. The one cousin is completely mute. And yeah, it's their journey. How they interact and stuff. They all do have some sort of relations at some point, but then like I said, she ends up with one. There was just nothing that could have made this book better for me. Like seriously, it was so good. It was so entertaining. It was like just amazing. There's a scene in the basement that we love. The epilogue I even loved. And you know, usually I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like I, you know, kind of like what Jess says, like once they're together, like I'm good. I don't need the mundane shit of like their day-to-day life. So the journey of them was perfect and yeah, recommend. All right, then I read the first in the Holiday Brothers series by Devney Perry. I think she wrote Will and Ash on these. I don't know. These were like okay. The first one's The Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny, I think. And then the second one is something, not The Partridge in a Pear Tree in a Pregnancy. It's the other one. I'll put it up there, but both of them are okay. I think I gave them both 3 stars. They're novellas. I don't know. They're quick to read, somewhat enjoyable, not really rememberable. Like I can't even think of their names or the specifics of what happened. I know one obviously was the nanny and he had, oh God, I can't even remember if he had a daughter or a son. I think it was a daughter. Those are okay. I won't read the third one because I didn't really like the first 2 and I don't care about the third one. This next one makes me a bit sad because I've loved other books of hers in this same series, and that's Melanie Harlow's Tease, the Cloverleaf Farm series. I didn't hate this one. It was okay. I can't remember what I rated it. I'd probably give it like a 3.5. It's a billionaire romance, which like I just don't know if I like billionaire romances. Like they just don't do it for me. This one though, it wasn't so much that he was a billionaire that I didn't like. I hope this isn't controversial, but I didn't like his anxiety. Not that I don't appreciate the rep of anxiety in books, because I absolutely 100% do, but his anxiety, I just was like, dude. I mean, I respect it. Everybody has different, you know, scenarios, but I don't know if she had a beta audience that like read this and was like, yeah, that's totally, you know, what anxiety is like. And I mean, some parts of it I was like, yeah, I get that, but like other parts I was like, you're a grown man with a, you know, billion-dollar company and you can't go to a party for 5 minutes. Like you can't have any type of social situation at all. How are you a billionaire? Like you have to speak up in front of people probably all the time. Like, and I get feeling anxious about that, of course. Like, yeah, that would make anybody anxious. But I don't know. I didn't get the representation here. It did not really click with me and make sense. So this one was hard. It felt very like corny and like forced. I did not feel their connection. The only thing that like I liked was, and like, okay, also the female character was like batshit. Like she gets anxious about something herself and she just like chops all her hair off. And she does this repeatedly. And I'm like, who is literally doing this? I get that like people get down and like give themselves bangs or like whatever, but like, or dye their hair maybe often. But she's like literally chopping her hair off all the time in like jaggedy, raggedy, crazy ways. And I'm like, I did not understand this. This was a disappointment for me, unfortunately. I have heard way better things though about the next one, Tempt. So maybe I'll read that and maybe that'll be better for me because I think that's also a billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. But this one, no. There was a scene though with like a horse-drawn carriage towards their, engagement party, because this one's also fake dating, which I just thought was just, I don't know, It was okay, but that carriage scene was really cute. Certain scenes were really cute and stood out, but overall, I don't think I would recommend it. All right, next is The Christmas Pact by Vi Keeland and Penelope Ward, I think. I can't remember if I gave this 4 or 5 stars, but this is like an Audible original, so obviously I listened to it, and this was absolutely so fun. For such a little novella, it just packed a big punch. It was really full of like cute banter and just exciting scenes, so there wasn't a lot of, or if any, I don't know, smut in it, but you could still tell their like connection and you could feel it, and that's what I love and need from a story in general, is just to be able to believe it and feel their connection, and this one definitely did that. So if it's still on Audible, which I would assume that it is, I'd recommend checking it out because I'm pretty sure it was also free, so it's really like quick and cute as heck, so read it. 2, the first mystery thriller, I don't know. And In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, I finally read, by Ashley Winstead, and it's so good. It's so good. So this is about our main character Jessica returning to her kind of college reunion, I guess. Yeah. And we're led to kind of think one thing throughout the narrative of this story regarding Jessica and her friends. Like, there was a murder on campus between one of their people in their friend group. Like, they have, I think there's 6 people. Yeah, 6 friends. One of them was murdered, and she was like the not so cute, but like bubbly and always kind of gets what she wants. Not what she wants, but she gets like, I don't know, awards and everything that other people, I guess, want. Like, she just has an easy life basically, but she's murdered. And we kind of are trying to figure out who did it this whole time, and we're led through these scenarios. Her brother's at the reunion, like questioning all the friends, and how this ends is so explosive and just page turning and wild that you're just like, oh my god, like I wasn't necessarily seeing that coming. There are some romantic threads in this and lots of drama. I think that if you like thrillers, that I can't imagine why you wouldn't like this one. It's so fun, seriously. So if you like the kind of dark academia, trying to figure out who done it, then I would recommend In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. All right, guys, and that's all for all of the books that I read in November. How many is that? I don't remember, but those were all of them. I had a really good reading month. This month has been much slower because, like I kind of said at the beginning of this video, a lot has happened. A lot of, not great things. We've had some unexpected losses, plural, and just other things that are going on. So thank you for bearing with me. I hope that you get some recommendations from this video or see some books that I didn't like and why I didn't like them. Maybe that's why you will like them. So everybody has different tastes. So I'm also going to be going through what I'm reading in December a little bit because I think that this video is already probably going to be a little bit long. So currently I'm reading Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I'm listening to it and reading it physically. I did just pick up the Book of the Month version of it, which is fine. And I am absolutely adoring it so far. It's like a marriage in trouble. Well, they're divorced in trouble, I guess. I also just got, I see it in the background here, but I also just got in the mail Two Wrongs Make a Right. So this is like on my radar. So that might be a thing. But I've also reading You Make a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now I'm feeling completely disconnected from the story, and I don't know if that's like a super unpopular opinion or what. I'm telling myself, I'm giving myself the permission that if by the 50% mark I'm still feeling this way, I'm gonna DNF that one because I'm just not sure. Right now I'm at 32% and it's like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Like, there's no plot line, direction, linearness. I'm just like, we're just floating around, just doing things and talking about things. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Anyways, I'm reading that. I'm also reading Flawless by Elsie Silver, which I am enjoying, but I'm reading it on my Kindle, and for some godforsaken reason, like, it's taking me so long to read this and so long to like get into it, and I don't know if that's because everything's going on and I don't have the time to like sit there and like take it in with my eyes. I feel like I'm reading it and my mind is just racing of everything that's been going on, and just different thoughts are turning in my head, and I can't I'm like, wait, I just read 3 pages. What the hell did I just read? And so that's a problem I'm facing. I did just see someone post that Elsie came out with an audio book of it. So I might get that and just do that in tandem and see if that helps me, because I know so many people literally love this book and I want to be one of them. So yes, I am trying that. I'm gonna see how that goes. But other than that, I will update you all again towards the end of December or early of January of what I've read in December. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of an update than usual with the wrap-ups, because I know it's been a hot minute since I posted. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!